Well, hello. Happy Friday and welcome to Jspirations Live Fill Up Friday. I am your host, Mrs. J Spire, and I am so excited that you guys are spending some time with us on this Friday night. Listen, it has been a busy week. We've had a lot going on, but we are here and we are thankful. If you are catching the replay, I want to say welcome. Thank you for watching. You can also comment as we do try to go back and read the comments so that we can respond as we need to. But again, I'm so thankful that you guys are on tonight, and I'm thankful that you guys are joining us. As you come in, please give us some hearts, give us some likes, and most importantly, go ahead and share. Do not keep all of this Jspiration to yourself, and also, let us know that you're here and let us know where you are watching from. Let us know if this is your first time. We want to shout you out. And if you are a Fill Up Friday faithful, then of course, I expect for you to be in the comments. I expect for you to be interacting and engaging. And I definitely expect for you guys to welcome anyone that's new that's joining us on tonight. So go ahead and drop in the comments what you guys filled up on. Drop in the comments what you needed that you didn't get. Drop in the comments something that you want to celebrate, maybe a win that you had this week, or if you just want to encourage someone, or if you need encouragement, drop that in the comments and let us know as well. So, hey, Latoya. Latoya says, Philip Friday faithful here. Yes, Latoya, you are a Philip Friday faithful. We are so thankful for you and we welcome you tonight. So you guys start to jump in. Lucy is here from Nelson County, and Lucy is also a Fill Up Friday faithful. How you guys feel about some of the new stuff that we have on our platform? If you came on earlier, then you saw the countdown. So we have a 30-second countdown to give you guys time to get in. So make sure that you're getting in before the buzzer hits zero. So listen, Latoya and Lucy, drop in the comments what you guys filled up on this week. Drop in the comments any wins or celebrations that you had. Yeah, we want to make sure that you're full when you leave, but we also want to, we want to celebrate, celebrate, celebrate. This week for me has been busy. I've actually felt like I've been pulled in several different directions this week. Really busy, overwhelmed at sometimes, but guess what? I'm still here. And actually, I wasn't quite sure if I was coming on tonight. I was like, I'm so tired and I have so much to do. We're planning this 5-year celebration. And you guys, we are working. Our administrative team is working really hard so that we can get those tickets out to you guys soon, soon, soon. And so that we can get everything taken care of. So I am exhausted, you guys. Planning this 5-year celebration is keeping me up at night with like ideas and things that I want to do. So I'm really tired. But Latoya said today, are you going to be on tonight? And I automatically said, yes. Why? Because people are looking for me. People are expecting me. Why? Because we are Fill Up Friday faithfuls, right? And we need to be together on Friday nights. So Latoya said, this week I actually did not fill up on anything. It was a busy week, and I'm thankful for the weekend to have some much needed rest. So Latoya, I hope that by the time you leave tonight that you are full, and I do hope that you get some weekend. Um, Lucy said, heat without air in my vehicle. That's not safe. So that's something that we're going to have to encourage you about tonight as we move through this, because one of the things that we're going to talk about tonight is making ourselves priorities. So, Lucy, it's a priority that you are safe. It's a priority that you are cool. And so we're going to talk about a little bit more of that tonight. So listen, the way that we start our show is to go through our posts from the week. Good evening, First Lady Locklear. So the way that we start is to go through all of our posts this week and kind of think about what we were posting, think about what the theme for the week was. I'm always amazed because I never know what God is going to drop in my spirit to post. And when he does it, I'm just like, okay, God, where are you going with this? And so usually by the end of the week, I know where he was going, just keeping an open heart and keeping an open mind. So on Saturday, we had Saturday Set Down and we posted, today starts a new month with new ideas, new opportunities, and new possibilities. Write them down, your desires, your vision, your goals, and execute. And then we said, keys to song, ain't no stopping me now. I was like, okay, God, you're pushing me because apparently there's something else that I need to do. And then on Sunday, we posted, when I was young, I knew better. But now that I'm an adult, I do better. I hope y'all catch that. We're going to really talk about that tonight because I was like, God, what is that all about? But later on in the week, he really started to tell me and show me because he knew there was going to be a few things that was going to come up against me, and that I needed to remember that when I was young, I knew better, but I didn't always do better, right? But now that I'm an adult, I do better. Um, then on Wednesday, actually it was must have been Tuesday again. It says it's not Wednesday, but I thought I would drop some wisdom. Stop asking people for things that you aren't willing to do for yourself, them, or anyone else. Make priorities, not excuses. Hey, Janice, filled up on being silent and not responding to everything. Okay, listen, girl, that's going to preach and that's going to tie into what we're going to talk about tonight. And then on Tuesday, goodness, I'm not sure what day I posted this, you guys. What was July 3rd? That was Tuesday. So we posted again on Tuesday. Don't stay attached in any kind of relationship because of what they do for you. It's time out for toxicity. Let it go. God will connect you to who and what you need. Do you guys see this coming together? And then on Thursday, we posted, a text came in today that made me a little emotional. I felt it, but couldn't allow it to alter my desire or my decision. Next level is next level. Feel it, but don't stay there. And then today we posted, feeling a little empty? Join us tonight for Fill Up Friday with our Fill Up Friday faithfuls at 8 o'clock. And here we are. So what have we been talking about? What do you guys think the theme is based on some of the posts that we've been sharing this week? I'm just going to give you a few seconds just to go ahead and drop that in the comments. If you can kind of see the theme of where God was taking us this week, the theme of what I needed to kind of focus on and reflect on. And so remember, you guys, all through the week, make sure you're following the page so that you can see what's being posted, because most likely that's what we're going to talk about on Fill Up Friday. So it's going to help you to be full. It's going to help you to reflect. It's going to help you to encourage someone else. It's going to help you to move forward. It's going to help you to make yourself a priority. So I'm going to go back and start with Saturday. Saturday, again, we talked about executing, right? Writing things down. I think that is one of the most important things that we can do. Things that are important to us, things that we're passionate about, things that we're involved in that's purposeful. Writing those things down, it helps us not to forget, right? Because once we forget something, then that means we're not able to execute it and we're not able to do what we need to do with it, right? We're not able to make that move. So the first thing in making yourself or making that thing a priority that's important to you is to write it down. We've talked before about the difference between goals and about vision, right? And so before we can start having goals, we have to have vision. And the vision is, what do we see? What do we see long term? Not what do we just see right now, but what is the expectation, right? And so once we know that vision, then we can start writing those goals, just little baby steps. So the first thing is you have to write it down so that you can see it, because we've been talking about you have to see it before you see it. Right. So it's not going to just happen overnight. It's not going to just happen today. It has to be something that you visualize. It has to be something that you're able to like picture and that you're able to see. And then you write it down and you start to work towards it. So we posted this on the first. It was a Saturday because new month, right? New day, new opportunities. It's that gives us the opportunity to do something different, right? And to do something bigger and to do something better. And so whatever you didn't get done in June, right? Then you want to add that to your list and say, okay, in order for me to do B, I have to do A first. So that next month, that new month, it provides new opportunity and new possibilities. Right. And so then we start talking about when I was young, I knew better. And now that I'm an adult, I do better. So my mom always taught me the right thing to do. Right. And so I knew what was right and I knew what was wrong. I knew what was best for me and I knew what wasn't best for me. Right. So I knew better, but I didn't always do better. Right. So now that I'm an adult, not only do I know better, but I also have started to do better. Right. And that's about growth and that's about maturity, because it's a sad thing when we know something, right, but we don't do it and we don't execute it. So now when I was a child, I did childish things. Right. When you were a child, you did childish things. Maybe you didn't make the best decisions. But now that we are adults, right, our goal is to do better. Are we perfect? Absolutely not, right? But our goal should be to please God and to walk into who and what He has called us. And so when we're on that journey, then we are doing better because we are adults. We're no longer drinking milk, right? Now we're on meat, right? And so we have to do better. And so then we said that stop asking people for things that you aren't willing to do for yourself, you're not willing to do for them, or you're not willing to do for anybody else. Make priorities, not excuses. There are going to be, and then I'm going to go ahead and tie it right into the next one when it says, don't stay attached in any type of relationship because of what they do for you. It's time out for toxicity. Let them or it go, and God will connect you to who you want and what you need, right? So sometimes we're asking people for things, we're wanting people to do things for us, we expect for them to do things for us, but we aren't making our own selves a priority, so we're not doing it for ourselves. And then not only are we not doing it for ourselves, but if someone asks us to do it, then we don't want to do it for them either, right? So we're not making anything a priority. But what we're doing is we're staying attached to people and things who are able to do things for us because we think that we're not able to do it, or we think that we need them in order to be successful. We need them in order to thrive. We need them in order to do better. But no, what God is saying is that if you let those things go, right? You have to let those things go. You have to disconnect from those people and from those things. And you have to have faith to know that God will connect you with who and what you need. And when He starts to connect you with who and what you need, you'll start to understand that you're no longer feeling that toxicity in your life, right? That you're not feeling down, that you're not feeling used, that you're not feeling abused, that you're not even feeling obligated. right? You're not feeling obligated to do something for this person or do something with that person or tell this person this or share this with that person because you are no longer in that toxic relationship, whether it's an intimate relationship, whether it's work, friendship, whatever type of relationship it is. If it's not healthy, right, it's not good for you. Don't stay attached to something that's dead. Don't stay attached to something that's pulling on you and that's pulling things out of you that you need to be inside of you, or that are putting things in you that you don't need, right? That negative energy, right? Those feelings of you can't do it without me, right? We have to learn to affirm ourselves, thus making ourselves what? A priority. Right. And it is hard to disconnect from things that we've always known. It's hard to disconnect from people that we are comfortable with. It's hard to disconnect from things that we are comfortable with, right? Things that we know, people that we think will always be there or has always been there for us, right? We feel like if they've done something for us, that we have to stay there, right? But listen, God is telling us today to release those things that's not good for us, right? He is going to connect us to who and what we need. He is our source and he provides resources for us. There's some people on this live tonight, right, that I've met and I have personal relationships with. If we hadn't have been in certain situations, then I wouldn't have met that person, right? Because God had to connect us because you guys being in my life, it's good, right? Like it feels good and it's purposeful. It's not just purposeful for me. I hope that it's purposeful for you as well. God connects us with who and what we need. Even when we think, man, I don't know if this person like I don't know, that may not be somebody that I would have been friends with, or that may not been somebody that I would have had this conversation with. And oftentimes that is when God is making the connection because he is working outside of you. He's working outside of what you want, right? He's working outside of who you think should be your friend. He's working outside of who you think that you should have this conversation with. Have you ever had a conversation with somebody and then you wonder, well, why in the world am I talking to this person? Why in the world am I sharing this with this person? It's because it was purposeful. It's because God needed you to connect with this person. He needed you to connect with that person so that you could get to the next level. Hence, disconnecting from the things that you don't need, disconnecting from the things that's not good for you, and allowing God to connect you with who and what you need. Thus, doing what? Making yourself a priority. Are you guys hearing me here? Is it making sense? Are you getting filled? Because what I want you to do is make yourself a priority, and I want you to open your heart and I want you to open your mind to allow God to connect you to who and what you need, to who and what is going to be good for you, and not just staying connected to someone just because. Right? We don't want any relationship to be a just because. Right? Hey Sandra, how are you? And you guys, so then we posted about these emotions. You know, I posted that a text came through and it made me a little emotional, right? So sometimes when we're looking to make some changes, when we're looking to do things different, sometimes our emotions get the best of us, right? We start walking in fear. We start, getting scared. We start getting anxious. We start getting where we start second guessing ourselves, right? Because we already told God our desires and he's already walked us through it, and we've already made decisions about things, right? um and then here comes these emotions. Well, what am I going to do without that person? Well, what if I don't connect to somebody else and then I can't go back to get what I need from that person? Listen, we have to not allow our emotions to alter our desires or our decisions. When that phone call was actually there was a text, there was a video that came in, and I started to get emotional. And then God said, you know what, you can feel it for a little bit, right? But don't stay in it. Don't allow this emotion to alter your desire or your decision. And then he said, next level is next level, right? I'm going to get to the next level. That person or that thing or that feeling may try to push me down to make me think that I can't get to the next without it, or I can't get to the next without them. But that is not so. God has the final say on what we do and where we go. Now, listen, sometimes it takes a long time, and it's because we're disobedient and we're not moving. But when God wants you to go to the next level is next level. Don't allow people that you're attached to that's negative. Don't allow things that you're attached to that's negative to alter your desires and your decisions, especially when you know that God has already ordained it, right? That you have already talked to God about it, right? He's already given you the answers, right? You've already heard him. Then we need to move expeditiously, right? Because next level, listen, y'all, that's a t-shirt too. Somebody drop that in there. Next level is next level. Nobody and nothing can keep you from the next level. Nothing and nobody can keep you from where God is taking you, right? So don't fear. Don't get anxious about it. I'm talking to myself. Excuse me. Don't get anxious. Don't get scared about it. Just know that next level is next level. He's taken us to the next level. Many of us, he's already taken us to places that we didn't even know was possible, right? We didn't even think that we could get there. And the people around us didn't think that we could get there. When you told them that you was going, in matter of fact, they looked at you like you were crazy. But next level is next level. God is calling us to make him a priority. And when we make him a priority, then we're making ourselves a priority. And then next level is next level. So that's what I want you guys to keep in your spirit this weekend. That's what I want you to keep in your mind. That's what I want you to keep in your heart. That next level is next level. And that is where he is taking you. But we have to be obedient. And yeah, we're going to have to drop some things off and drop some people off while we're driving along, right? And that's just is what it is. And yeah, it may be scary at the beginning. Believe me, it may be scary, but God's taking us places and everybody's not going to be able to go, right? But then the people that he allows to go with us, or the people that are going to be there when we get there, believe me, he's going to connect you to who and what you need. He's faithful. And so we have to be faithful and we have to believe. I hope that you guys enjoyed your Fill Up Friday live tonight. Thank you so much to my Fill Up Friday faithfuls who came on. I appreciate you guys more than you know. I want to remind you guys to put it on your calendar for Sunday, the 30th of July. We are going to have our second conversation, Men Talk 2. We have two authors on the 30th, and you guys listen. It is going to be an amazing conversation. Men Talk 2, our second conversation. We need to hear their voices, to give a place, a safe place for them to talk and to share their experiences. Also, as I said earlier, we are still working on our 5-year celebration. I know I said it last week, but we ran into a couple things that we needed to kind of smooth out before we put those tickets out there. But tickets are going to be available on Eventbrite next week. So you can purchase your tickets there. There will be a service fee. I think the service fee may be about $3. But listen, if you believe in Jayspirations Live, you believe in what we're doing, then we want you to purchase your tickets. We want you to come out and celebrate with us. It is a formal / semi-formal event. So you're going to be able to dress up. There is going to be a full meal, comedian, poet, motivational speaker, um, musical performances. Listen, it's going to be amazing, and I am so excited. So that that link is going to come out next week so that you can purchase your tickets. Listen, we only have a certain amount of tickets, so as soon as that link comes out, I implore you to go ahead and get your tickets, and don't just purchase one for yourself. Purchase one for a friend. I promise you, it's something that you want to experience with someone that you love. You want to experience with someone that you've been growing with, that you've been filling up as you're coming on and listening to Fill Up Friday Live, that you have been laughing, you've been being motivated by all the things that we are doing here on Jspirations Live. This is a movement. Okay, it's a movement. And so I love you guys. I want you to have an absolute wonderful rest of your weekend, a wonderful rest of your night. Be sure to fill up on something that you need. Practice some self-care this weekend. Make yourself a priority. And remember, next level is next level. I love you guys. And as always, be J Spire.